saving money can be daunting, especially when everyday expenses seem to eat up almost every dollar. However, with a little discipline and strategic planning, it is entirely possible to save $1,000 in just 6 weeks. We want to know all about it, and joining us here in the studio to explain is John Paradise from Town and Country Federal Credit Union. John, thanks for coming in today. So how do we do it? Where do we start?
Well, I look at, Labor Day, after Labor Day, kind of like after New Year's Day. It's after the holidays, you've spent all this money, you've done all these things. Kind of after summer, you've done all these things, you spent money and et cetera. So it's kind of time to buckle down. It sounds like a daunting number, but you can kind of do it by breaking it into categories. I think the first thing you need to do is track and cut non-essential expenses. And by that, if you're eating out frequently and it's costing $10 a day to eat out lunch, cut out a few of those. That can add up pretty quickly. If you cut out all 5 during the week, that's $50 right there, and it adds up over the course of a month to a couple hundred over the course of a month. I think the next thing you need to do is kind of implement a no-spend challenge. By that I mean for a couple of weeks, just a couple of weeks, really buckle up. If you're going to eat, if you usually eat out once a week, don't for a couple of weeks, and cook with ingredients that you already have. Again, it can add up to a couple of $100 over the course of a month if you do that no spend challenge. Look at selling unused items. Facebook Marketplace, it's really easy. Things that you haven't used, put them up. You can really earn some pretty quick money without paying any fees. The next thing that's big on the list, reduce grocery expenses. Grocery costs are one of your biggest expenses during the month. So cut out things, look at discipline during the course of this challenge. I think the next thing, look at subscriptions and try to negotiate. There are a lot of promos going around that you're not aware of on a regular basis. And if there are subscriptions that you don't use or memberships that you don't use, cut them out. Again, a couple of $100 and it all adds up. Last but not least, if that doesn't help you reach that 1,000 goal, maybe consider taking on a small side gig, driving for, delivering food or other little things. There are a lot of part-time opportunities. There are some gig jobs that you can do and make some quick cash, and it can all add up. Again, if you break it down into those categories, Megan, it's not nearly as daunting as saying, I'm going to save $1,000 in 6 weeks. It really is, it's learning discipline and learning what to cut out and cutting out those things that you really don't need and you won't miss.
All right, John, thank you. Soon enough, we'll be talking about holiday shopping.
We will.
Save while you can.
Position yourself well.
That's right. All right, John Paradise from Town and Country Federal Credit Union. Thanks again for coming in today. Helpful advice. And